Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog .stampwithelaine.com. Today's video is something a little bit different. Instead of a card, I thought I'd give you a tip on how to ink these uninked stamping spots. They're on page 201 of the new annual catalogue, and there are 5 to a pack. They come like this, and I have some here done because I needed some extra ink spots, and I've cut a piece of cardstock to fit underneath and also one to fit inside the lid, and then I've written on it to say what colours they are, and I've also labelled them with my name. That's not necessary for you, but when I have classes and things to run, I need my name on it, and then you put the label of the ink, colour of the ink on the front. Once I've inked them and labelled them, I pop them into a little plastic bag. You can get this from most stationers, and I seal it so to prevent it from drying out. Now I've half done this. You need a re-inker, and you obviously need an inking spot. Now I've labelled mine already before I put the ink on. Squeeze the bottle and run the bottle opening back and forth, and then I turn it 90 degrees and I do it this way in the opposite direction, and you do that until the whole of the ink pad fills up. So you don't want to press it or anything, just keep going until you know it has soaked in. What you don't want to do is to apply ink there, because you need to see how far the ink has soaked into the little cotton pad. And then do it in the opposite direction. See, it's coming. There's no right or wrong way of how to do this. This is the way I do mine. So that's all soaked in now. See that the ink pad is quite juicy and shiny. So I use the back of a plastic spoon and I press that down and make sure it's all soaked in. Now if you think you've put too much ink in, then just use that to pop it on your ink pad, your proper ink pad. And if you don't have a full-size ink pad and you've over inked it, you can use a kitchen towel and just soak up the excess. So that's ready to go now. You can see I have to tip it, but if I hold the bottle upright, it's probably taken about 1/8 of a bottle to ink up this stamp. Pop the lid back on, pop it in my protective plastic bag to seal it up, and then store it in box or wherever you want to store it upside down so that it's ready to use and ink up when you need it. So when do you need those spots? Now it's particularly handy if you're doing a card like this and you need 2 tones. This is from the Lemon Zest bundle, so that's the stamp set, and there's a punch to match. You can get that either in clear mount or wood mount, and I've got mine in clear. The reason why is because with a matching punch you want to be able to stamp both the lemon and the leaves together. I'll do another tutorial in another video to show you how to set up your stamp. So I've got a piece of scrap and now I'll ink up the Daffodil Delight, the lemon, whoops, with my inking spot. And I want to stamp off. Then I'm going to use my regular ink pad to ink up a darker the Daffodil Delight again, and then I'm just going to go over the edge of the lemon in Daffodil Delight, and then I'll use my inking spot to ink up the leaves. And with it being a smaller ink pad, you've got more control over where you ink up your leaves so that it doesn't touch the stamp next to it. Then I'll line this up with the bottom of my paper, stamp, bring in my punch, and there you have your leaves and your lemon, and that's how you need to use inking spots to do that. That's my top tip for today. I hope to see you again on the Friday with another fun project. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.